Hi everyone, I'm aIRIER, and today we're going to be looking at KRWBY Productions' RWBY ABRG, specifically Volume 2, Chapter 2, The Gauntlet. Now, it's been over half a decade since I watched the Volume 2 of RWBY, and I just feel really old having said that. So I don't actually remember what happened this early on into the second season. I mostly remember the third season for pure related reasons. In the second volume, though, I don't remember. So, outside of the food fight, which was the last episode, yeah, they can do anything they want, and I would not have the slightest clue. Adding on to that the thumbnail is Ruby and Yang playing a children's card game. I mean, personally, I'm hoping they're just going to go to town with certain little KRWBY memes. Yeah, that would be awesome. If they don't, that's still awesome. I just won't get any references because I was a Magic player, so... yeah, Magic the Gathering, the game where if you want to have fun, you don't play blue. If you know what I'm talking about, you agree, unless you're a blue player. You know who you are. So we're just going to jump right in and see where this goes. If you haven't already, link below, original video. Make sure to hit up, because KRWBY Productions have actually been kicking it out of the park. Not just hitting, they are hitting the ball into the air and then kicking it after it hits their foot out of the park. Is that legal? Probably not, because I don't know anything about sports, but it sounds cool to me, so I'm going to say it. Let's get started. Oh, yeah. KRWBY Productions. I like how they changed up their name recently. Not sure when that happened, but it looks good.
The following is a fan-based parody. RWBY is owned and produced by Rooster Teeth Productions. Please support the
That's
official
RWBY! I
release.
think that's done by Tina Mickle? Could be mistaken. I'm terrible with names. Even though technically she did a Discord ad with me. It was awesome. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. Oh, is this the Crow fight? Yeah, I think this is the Crow winter fight that happened around this time. Might have already happened. It's really cool to see where RWBY used to be and now what we're at, like, in the new seasons. Their animation has definitely improved a ton. This doesn't look as bad as the first season, but it's still...
Let Iron would bring his army here after what Crow told us.
Well, he would have been suspicious if I had asked him to come alone. Besides, the Elysians make some dank shit.
I mean,
Never say
he
that
ain't
word
wrong.
again.
The ships do look cool.
Dipstick Jimmy.
Really?
Been talking to Port, huh?
Dipstick
I'll have to
Jimmy?
drop by his
Really?
office. And I'll have to take someone out to dinner later.
Oh dear. I think my ovaries just cringed.
Oh, God.
Still playing hard to get.
That is
I see.
literally the worst
So,
burn ever.
I see you went all out putting your great white fleet together. Either that or you robbed Cyberdyne blind and decided to show off your all.
I'm still a bit surprised by your willingness to let my men onto the campus.
The Academy
The
could
fact
always
that
use
he
a little extra
actually tops
security.
off his tea.
Leonardo was
It's
worried
like the
our
most human thing he
details
does.
a bit porous.
Can't say I blame him for being cautious.
And Crow's investigating the new alliance between Torchwick's crew and the White Fang.
Has he
Yeah!
found anything of substance yet?
He tracked several shipping containers of dust stolen from an
Wait, he actually did his
inbound
job?
to an abandoned warehouse.
I thought in the abridged version
So
they were
there
making him
wasn't
absolutely
anyone
worse.
there at all?
What exactly does the word abandoned mean to you, General?
Well, did they leave any clues behind?
He did manage to track down the Port Authority officials who were working that night. The going
Really?
theory is that they were paid to clear an LZ and stay quiet. Until they...
Okay, I just want to point out quickly, this conversation right here is showing more competence, just because they actually showed it, in the upper echelons of the people actually running the world, than the original RWBY. I'm only commenting on it because you didn't really get to see that early on. Like, later on, you got to see what it was like when they weren't running it, and you got to see that, at least by comparison, oh yeah, that's the thing. Here, though, it's like, no, they're actually talking about Crow doing his job rather than just saying he has it. They're talking about different specifics. This is an actual conversation about things that matter. The original show was so focused on RWBY's team and, you know, well, John's team. Yeah, I guess it is technically John's team instead of Pierce at this point. It was Pierce's team, and I'm sticking to it. That you kind of ignore the adults doing adult things. I like that they're actually taking time to re-edit it in, so that's here. Unless it was in canon, I completely forgot. Entirely possible.
start cooperating with us, I don't know anything for sure.
Get my men on it.
We're more than capable of handling it ourselves.
Yeah, he don't trust you.
All right then.
Or he does.
Do me a favor and keep me apprised of the situation.
Oh god, I'm just looking at this right now. It's like I remember how the last season ended. By James Tangman. I can never get names right. Damn it.
Long ago, the four kingdoms lived together.
3:59. She's just waiting for the time to change.
When the Greens attacked.
So, Weiss, it's pretty cool that we can understand Professor Port all the time now, don't you think?
What?
Higher budget.
I know it's been a while since we talked about this, but
Did they just say higher
many
budget?
job offers you send my way. Just letting you know.
Oh god, yeah, because I didn't really have them
I added
talking
tutoring
before.
to my resume recently.
God.
I think it's been going pretty well. So, what do you think?
Is that Ozpin in the background? That looked like Ozpin in a uniform. What the hell?
Job fair. Fine one.
Ah! How dare you!
Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this
What?
war, Ruby.
My mother's deck has no pathetic cards, sister. But
Really?
it does contain this.
Really?
I special
Chibi?
summon Chaos Emperor Wyvern! By sacrificing 1,000 troops, I get to send your
What?
card straight to the Grimyard.
What?
Wouldn't.
And you lose 300 troops for every card, which means this will all
Are they
be
playing
over in one turn.
Risk or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Hate to break it to you, but you just activated my trap card.
It's an actual. Really? She did the Nani?
If I sacrifice 800 of my troops, your wyvern goes
Oh,
bye-bye.
X-ray.
Hang on a minute, that card
Is that edited or is that actually
is yours.
what they had?
I can have 2 of them in my deck.
It says Schnee on the back. Oh god.
Oh wait,
Did they change the rules again? Also, shut up.
you're just mad because you're going to the Shadow Realm.
If I go,
Ah!
I'm
This is Shadow
leaving
Realm.
the whip.
That abuses me more than it
You're a
should.
flying rat.
And Pyrrha starts reading it.
I gotta say, you guys have seriously rudimentary decks.
Let's see what you have over here, princess. If Her Royal Highness doesn't mind, of course.
Oh.
Knock yourself out.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Double spell, send you up 1,000 hands. Oh, whoa! Blue Eyes Chaos Max Wyvern? How'd you get a hold of one of those?
It's
Not the
that
Wyvern.
hard.
Do you have any idea how rare it is to pull one of these bad boys out of a booster
I mean, it'd be
pack?
like she's
I
rich or
honestly shit
something.
an entire brick house when I lucked into getting my hands on my Terror King. Oh, wait. You just bought them all one by one like a loser, didn't you?
Yep.
Don't judge me.
Judging. Judging. I mean, it's not like I do the same thing with my magic decks. I do.
Yes! Time to finally get some redemption for losing the Final City tournament to that stupid little brat, Miss Black Paladin.
Well, Blake, she's lost it.
Black Paladin?
Oh, what
Vital City?
am I doing?
Either studying the no-talking sign or daydreaming about me.
Okay.
I call next game.
I think the teams have to be even, Jean.
Oh my
Why do I
god.
get the feeling that you only came over here to beg me to put in a good word for you again?
So what if I did? I've heard that persistence will really help your career, and God knows I need to get a good job.
Just say the word.
Come on. at
You know,
least
she
an
actually would be able to help.
internship.
I'm not gonna have this conversation with you again, Jean.
Why not? I told you I've been adding on to my resume. I've been in a ton of tutoring sessions with Pyrrha.
And I haven't taught Sean how to quit while he's ahead yet. My mistake.
He's ahead?
What up?
Hey, son.
What are you guys up to?
Resisting the urge to strangle someone.
Let's get this
Usually a
intro
good
out of the
choice.
way before she comes across the table.
I'm Neptune.
Didn't I meet you at a photo shoot once?
Don't think so. I've never done any modeling, but I could.
I'll make some
Really?
calls.
Are you shitting me?
Just no swimsuits.
Want to grab some dinner after your game's over?
I'm not feeling all that hungry, actually. I'll be in the room, guys.
Ooh. Oh yeah, because in this one he's explicitly a White Fang informant / spy.
Hey, what are you doing? Come back here.
I can't believe he just let you go like that.
I gotta say, I'm surprised Adam hasn't put you 6
Also-
feet under the dirt.
Didn't comment on earlier, but Yang saying that Blake was daydreaming about her.
I'm sure
Shipping
today's
it,
food
shipping
fight
it so
was a
hard.
welcome distraction. You'll start by denying everything I'm about to say and hide yourself behind that cleverly crafted facade of yours.
What?
That's how you've played your cards for the past few months, isn't it?
I don't.
Sure you do. You believe that the exposition of your true identity will endanger everyone around you.
That's
And so
stupid,
you
but
do
yeah.
everything you can think of to cover up all of the scars that your past has left on you. But those scars were reopened recently, weren't they?
I don't know what you think you know, but believe me when I say I'm fine.
With my resources,
And like most
of your
things he
past
knows,
life is
that's
easy to
bullshit.
reconstruct. What I don't get is why you would hide out at a school with a public roster and an internationally televised battle tournament.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to hide
that
from anyone. I'm trying to start over.
you're not hiding it well.
The White Fang found me when I was at the lowest point in my life. I was broken, ostracized, and ridiculed.
Oh, are they
Because of
changing it so her
attractions that I
parents
had
aren't
no
the leaders?
control over.
Former
And
leaders.
unlike almost everyone else in my life,
Oh, that is a
they
change.
listened to me. They empathized with me, and they gave me something to direct all of my anger toward.
Yeah, they're not
that
doing
had
the
to
little
be
kid
brought
thing.
down
They're doing
by
the
any
actual
means
anger
necessary.
mob thing right off the bat.
I
Oh.
rioted, I burned, and I destroyed. But as time went on, they started deeming other things necessary. When I voiced my concerns about it, they accused me of not being a true believer.
Dude.
When they did that, I realized that they were never trying to fix me.
That's why I don't get it. Like, you can see
They
that
just
guy
wanted
on
to remake
the
me
right, I
in
think is
their
Adam. Who are
image.
the other two? Okay,
And I
the
knew
smile's
I had to
creepy.
run.
Oh, I love how they're using this
A few
tune.
days later, my boyfriend and I were instructed to blow up a Schneider.
Oh, that's official in this one.
train with dozens of employees on board.
Oh.
We fought through their security forces and planted a bomb in one of the cars.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
But while
Some of the older
Adam
stuff
was
doesn't look as
fighting
good,
the
but
mech, I disarmed the
trailers
bomb and took off.
kind of do live up to
My
it.
aura was down. My weapon was on my back.
At least
All
Blake's
they had to
does.
do was use his semblance. But he just watched me go.
Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, wait, he has range with a sword.
So are we at the
Why
part
did
where
he
you
let her
kicked me out of
go?
Beacon yet?
Oh,
Well,
wait, yeah, because he thought she
I
would come
actually
back.
wanted to share something with you in return.
What?
You can't know this, but we've tracked the White Fang and Roman Torchwick to an abandoned town in the southeast. However, a full-blown operation might scare them off. Blake.
Did they make
can
this
give
in
you
VR
another
chat, or was
shot
this
at
part of the
anything
original one? I don't remember it very well.
I don't understand your logic here.
After all of my digging and after everything that has happened, I see no reason not to take you as your word.
That's probably a bad idea.
Thank you.
I mean, she's
I
probably
think
telling the
you're
truth, but
making
not
the right
all of it.
And Blake, this conversation never happened.
I don't know why, but I feel like that was made in VR chat, that section right there. Okay, so I need to ask. Does anyone else remember that entire scene with Blake and Osmond happening? Because I'm trying to rack my brain for it, and, well, I'm very forgetful, and it's entirely possible I just forgot it. I can't remember that happening. And I'm pretty certain that scene was something they just recreated in, or I guess not recreated, but created whole cloth, from VR chat, in which case, damn. The reason I think is because sometimes like the hands and this hair jerk a little, just a little bit off-putting because they don't think I remembered that being an issue in the early episodes. There was issues with the animation, but it was mostly on the side, detail being none. Or having side detail. Usually they just had black shapes that were kind of just staying there. And they were just repurposed silhouettes of the characters. But yeah. I think they just made that entire scene, and I kind of like it because I think, and I'm going to get flack for this, I like how they handled Blake confessing to someone who she kind of probably feels is hostile to her. I mean, it's Ozpin, so we all know by now he's just a troll. Yeah, that's actually really pretty accurate in canon as well as in the Abridged, now that I think about it. But I like how they have her talking about, it was an outlet for her anger. They approached her. When they escalated, they held it against her that she didn't. It's like, you know what? Yeah, that's how violent movements work. They get people who feel vulnerable. They get them to do things that they wouldn't otherwise, and then they just drag them down with it. This is a much more realistic portrayal of an organization that wasn't clean to start with. So it's making the White Fang a lot more, well, dangerous than Canon. Canon was an organization that was corrupted by outside forces. And by that I mean Salem. It was basically Salem that drove them to be that monstrous. Sure, they became violent, but they were never at the level of, what they were in RWBY, just being flat-out villains. They were just really radical protesters who then became, almost a counter-revolutionary force. They didn't make the jump to flat-out evil until Adam started pushing things in that direction and he built his following. In this one, it might not sound like a big difference, but the way they described recruiting Blank, wow, I cannot speak today. The way they described Blake's recruitment, I was going to say yank for some reason. I don't know why, yeah. That actually shows that they were already acting in a method of an established cult-like method. This is how you get people into a movement who are zealots. You find people who are low, and you give them an outlet, and you tell them they're right to do it. It's unfortunately effective. but that also means they're not clean, even when they were not violent. Blake didn't go for it, but the fact that they reacted badly to her, not her parents reacted badly, not the organization changed, it was they held her responsible for not changing with them into being a much more violent organization. No, this is painting the White Fang, at least in this, as much more dangerous. I like that because it's similar to canon, but just a little change in how they're portrayed in just a few words is a very big change to their organization overall, and that's brilliant. I love little aspects like that, just showing just how a few little words, a different take on it, just showing a different modus operandi in freaking exposition is a massive change. Now, I could be wrong and they could just blow through it and it's like, okay, we're back to normal. But considering this is also KRWBY Productions, the guys who did the absolute worst RWBY episode, which was probably the first Weiss episode in the first season. And it was, I don't even remember the canon one, but hers was apparently Groundhog Day and it was brilliant. They did that in the first season with an episode nobody remembers because it was back when the fights and the music were the only good things and everything else was just a way to get to the next parts. They'd made that episode brilliant because it was basically Groundhog Day with character development and it was glorious. I don't think they're just going to drop a plot line they can introduce in such a interesting way. And I'm really looking forward to where they come next. That said, I need to comment, yeah, they played Yu-Gi-Oh! Also with chess pieces or risk pieces and thousands of troops. That was amusing. I also want to find out who exactly did Weiss lose the tournament to. Or is that a Yu-Gi-Oh reference? Might be a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. In which case, I will not get it because I started watching GX after the original Yu-Gi-Oh ended, and I couldn't stick around until apparently GX got good. I was told it did. I never got to that point. Yeah. So all the same, everyone. If you haven't already, there's a link below to the original video. Hit it up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.
Thank you.